I sure wish I had a cowbell. Bear with me. This is my first couple of experiences going live. I just want to capture the excitement of people who only get their news from MSNBC. She gets it.
Please make sure that gate is the day, then you'll flip it over and get the scan. Monday through Thursday, Monday through Thursday passes.
Now for people abroad, people here at home, the small hard, get where they are. What do you work at? Mom and pop shop? I haven't had a chance to
Here come the fancy cameras.
Party by party. Red versus blue. Nobody cares about that being a day when they're struggling to pay their bills or to take care of their kids. They want something that represents them.
How y'all doing? Let's make sure we got the day of the week showing first. Once you get past there, you're going to flip it on over for the scan on the back end. Thank you.
I'd like to spend a minute to apologize to all the people who voted for Biden. I guess democracy is now dead, officially. Hey! Yes, you guys are going to save the world! Woo! You better.
I got credentials.
You better. I'm gonna. Yeah, press. You're an American, right?
Yes, I am.
Then
My
you're.
company's actually native to Chicago. I grew up in Mount Greenwood.
All right. I'm from California, where we don't get a vote.
Oh, God. I feel bad for all of you guys in California. I am so...
Well, Chicago, I mean, Illinois is about the same.
Yeah, we just have colder weather.
I love your weather.
Me too. I love it. Like when I comically tell everyone, it's not a nice midsummer Chicago day. If when you wake up, you look outside your window, it's bright and sunny and beautiful looking, and you step outside, you go to exhale, and your breath freezes, and then after this, you just hear the trains running, and then just a pop. Oh, my nuts, yo! At least I know I can get my mail, because that was just somebody discharging on somebody else. And then you hear all the gang members screaming about how they've shot each other in their testicles.
It's exciting every moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's why I love this city.
Yeah, I live in a desert, rural community desert, Joshua Tree National Park.
Oh, I've never heard of that place. What's it like?
It's a national park. There's not that many of them.
That's kind of, yeah. That's why I'm sure of the Bureau of Land Management is because I would like us to keep the nice places we have, and in all honesty, I entrust people that actually know what the hell they're doing to maintain them and take care of land. Like regular caretakers. Like I know like a lot of people want like museums and stuff to be maintained, but nowadays like private collectors are doing it better. What the hell?
I guess I should. Oh, I'm new at this.
It's okay, don't feel bad.
How do-
This is my second serious event to get to as a company.
How do I swap it so we can both be in the scene? Oh, here.
Usually there's like a button on
I got it.
the camera.
How does that make any sense?
Okay, now, what you were saying as you were talking?
As I was talking about the museums and
Yeah,
all
you're a
that.
patriot.
Yes, I am.
You're
I
a
love this country.
Yeah, we all do. That's why we're here. I mean, that's why I traveled all this
I'm glad you
way.
could make it here. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like a buddy of mine over in Greece, I was telling him to come here. You know, and he was like, I got in-laws, there's no way in hell I can make it. And my business partner in New York, he's taking care of family stuff. So literally my poor girlfriend and I were the only two of my staff that could come here.
Well, I'm free. I'm free to be here. So, you know, retired, no family, no job, you know, so.
I hope one day I can see retirement, but I'm expecting it in a good, like 20 years, it's going to cease to exist. It's going to be like some dystopian Blade Runner future. I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to be in the same position as you. I'm retired. My kids are moved out, or they're going to be getting a home or whatever whenever I kick the bucket down. I could just go around and just get on my motorcycle and like ride somewhere.
Yeah, there's no excuse, you know. If you're healthy, you should be out here.
I agree.
Especially if you're retired and have a little money set away. There's no excuse.
Yeah, you can get a lawyer so you don't get arrested.
I have the freedom to go to jail. It's not an issue for me. Think about that.
But yes, yeah, you have the freedom.
I'm not going to lose my job. I'm not going to have a future employer go, you've been in jail, forget it, lady.
That's what you mean. I got you there. Yes.
I'm free.
Oh, careful. Drop your sign.
And I don't do drugs.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the drug war. I like the initial idea of it, but then when
They lost it. They lost to the drugs a long time ago.
look at Mexico, does it look like we're winning? I love Mexico's culture. I love the people, but no, honestly, the cartels are winning the elections for God's sake. They're like the military's getting into scuffles with them, and they have these rusty-looking 50 BMG semi-automatic rifles that got confiscated just because they eventually, after a 3-day skirmish, took over a compound that they had. And I'm just looking at all this ammunition and all these rifles the cartel made, and I'm just like, this looks like something out of like the science fiction movie, or like a Mad Max. These guys can make anti-tank rifles that can hold more than 1 round. You know, you've got like 10, 15, however many, and they're just like propping up on trucks and stuff, just bang, 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 bang. And they're getting all the money to do that by selling fentanyl or marijuana or crack cocaine or something. Yeah, we're totally winning the drug war there. Yeah, sure about that.
No, I mean, the problem with drugs is it's just like insulin for diabetics. It should be controlled and it should be pure. One of the addictions is sugar, and that turns you into a diabetic, and then you get pure insulin. But if your other addiction is some kind of drug, you're out on the street dying. It's the same
You have
thing.
the withdrawals that are killing you, yeah.
It's the same thing, except probably the drug addiction isn't as dangerous
As sugar, yeah.
as
Well, unless you take a whole bunch of donuts all in one go and welcome to type 2, baby.
just don't see the difference. They're both addictions. They both light up your areas of the brain, your dopamine,
Dopamine, yeah, the dopamine receptors. Yeah.
receptors light up exactly the same way as they do for sugar.
Yeah, and now thankfully we're like getting more organic foods and everything out, but with like a lot of things people told me is like there's people are trying to privatize farms or trying to like corporatize farms or something like that, and it's like with as expensive as everything is, I just want organic food with little to no sugar, and that's pretty much about it, you know? Because like I understand people getting the drugs or something. Shoot, I like booze, you know. I just make sure that I can get to work the next day. I'm not like wasting $100. Oh, I have the shakes. I need my whiskey. I need my vodka. You know.
Yeah,
Because that stuff will kill you too.
that'll kill you faster, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm all for some downers to take the edge off of your morning the next day after you've been doing too much meth.
It's funny funny you mention that. At my job, I joke about crystal meth all the time. Because we got to clean all these trailers for shipping things and everything, and just there's tons of damages that happen all the time. I'm like, who had a drug party? Who's on the crystal meth? Because I don't know what.
Yeah, you can take razor blades and scrape off the crust, right?
Shoot, I wish they'd let us have some type of high-tech razor blades where it could be easier to clean trailer trucks. You know, just, I don't know, like, if it's the people with the CDLs or what, but just for the love of God.
Do you know what the white means? On why are people wearing white? Are those people that are sad that Hillary didn't win?
That's like, oh my God, that's funny. From what I understand, the people that have the white shirts in that, those are the people that are the content creators. They have like the lanyards kind of similar to what I have, but it's like blue and green, and that they're
all sitting in one section, I take it, you know. Oh, there's somebody in white. I'm going over there.
Pretty much, yeah. Like similar to like her shirt there, the DNC shirt, they've got like the same thing. I was interviewed with one of them earlier, and I was like, wait, you guys work with the content creators? I'm with the virtual content creators. Because the virtual content creators, like my staff and I, we're allowed to go into McCormick. We didn't get credentials. We're not getting us credentials going to the United States.
Well, even people with credentials can't get in.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's ridiculous.
look at Kit Cabello. He's got credentials. He couldn't get in.
What the hell? Jeez, that's half the reason I went through the painstaking process of making us the CFAPA and Chaos Media credentials. So that people know we're not just crazy, you know, not just press and everything. No, we're.
I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think you are brilliant.
I try my best.
I mean, nobody can deny that you're press.
Yeah.
Not legally.
Yeah. I went through the processes and printed everything out. So yeah.
Now, what do you think the American flags represent?
Well, the idea of it was.
Are they Trump supporters?
These guys, yeah, at least a handful.
You guys are MAGA?
Yep. No.
I'm anti-Israel. I believe that we should stop sending money to Israel. We should send money instead to inner city communities and to rural communities in the deep south, and maybe start actually getting money towards a healthcare program.
Wow, what a radical idea!
So I think we should stop. I think that's the pro-America position right there. That's why I'm holding this flag, because I think that that's genuinely pro-America.
Yeah.
Helping out the American people, right? So I think that sending billions of dollars to Israel every year so they can kill a bunch of children and mothers, I don't really think that benefits me, you, or anyone in my community. So I want policies that actually help the American people, help my community. And I think that instead of sending these billions of dollars over to Israel to do what I just said, we should be spending that money getting an actual healthcare program. Maybe improve our infrastructure, especially in areas of the country where they have very bad infrastructure. You know, helping out the disadvantaged communities in rural areas and inner cities, both black and white and Hispanic, right?
Also, what do you think about our food supply? A lot of people are getting sick because of our food supply. We wouldn't need so much health care if people had decent, good food.
Yeah, we need to start subsidizing farms more. We need to get real food out there. We need to stop spending so much money and so much farmland on soybeans and stuff that doesn't actually tangibly, isn't like nutritious for the American people. The American
Right, I'm a
people-
carnivore, so
Yeah, very good.
lost 40 pounds in the last few months.
Hey, there we go. Maybe
I
I'll
feel
start
like
working on
I
that.
feel like dynamite.
Yeah,
So
hey, maybe I'll have to get your good diet. Maybe I'll start feeling a little better too.
just eat meat, meat and eggs, meat and eggs.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty good diet.
A little bit of cheese every now and then.
I like meat a lot myself, so I think I
Cheeseburger good.
It's our ancestral diet. So, but every time I hear people bringing up health care, I think, you know, like Bernie Sanders will bring up health care, but he never brings up how polluted our food system is with chemicals, with hyper processing, you know, and you just take a look around at Chicago and you see the sick people.
There needs to be a lot more done to help
You know.
clean up our pipes.
Yeah,
you know.
before everybody starts having heart attacks and getting
Exactly.
cancer.
Our food kills in this country, unfortunately.
It's sure, and they like it that
And they
way.
like it because it's easy to make, it's cheap.
And then
Right.
that feeds into the pharmaceutical
Yes, it does, because then they get you hooked on all that.
and
stuff.
health care.
Yeah. So they make it's a circle, big circle thing. They can make more money off.
And
it.
everybody's making money off it.
So this is the thing. A lot of people who are MAGA or pro-Trump or whatever aren't actually pro-American because they want to maintain this exact same system that has screwed over the vast majority of American people. So I think that that's actually fundamentally an anti-American position.
Well, I don't believe in the uniparty. I don't vote uniparty. To me, that's the same party. with different flavors.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no difference
You know.
in Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
They're
There's no
all
fun-
just
there's-
puppets of the deep state,
There's
you
no
know.
functional difference between
Right.
Democrat and Republicans. All the differences they are is mostly pandering. They don't really care about this crap. You think that Democrats or Republicans in their meetings actually give a shit about your right to have an abortion or whether or not you should carry a gun? I don't think they actually care.
Yeah, they've only had like 50 years to codify it.
They don't come up with the policy. And there's a reason they don't come up with the policy. There's a very specific
Because they need that.
They can
That's
keep dividing people based on.
and they can use that every election. Republicans are going to take it away. We're not, even though we're not doing anything about it.
Exactly. So I mean, it's a tool to divide people and get them to buy into this false dichotomy.
Exactly.
This illusion of choice that have. Like, oh, if you vote blue, things are going to change for the better. Oh no, they didn't change for the better. Oh, this vote red is keeps people in this cycle.
Yeah.
It keeps people in this false dichotomy, and then it prevents them from actually going out and changing shit. So when I'm out here today, at least, I can't speak for everyone out here, but when I'm out here today, at least, is to try to get this message out to people that we need to abandon this false dichotomy. We need to abandon this two-party system, and we need to start listening to more voices from other circles, and we need to abandon Zionism. We need to stop funding Israel. We need to start spending this money in America on American projects to help out American people. That's the pro-America position right there.
So the United States of Israel, you're not into that?
No, I'm not in the United States of Israel. I'd say I'm pretty vehemently against the United States of Israel.
Wow, you are radical.
Oh yeah, crazy. The loony guy, right?
And anti-Semitic.
No, true.
Ugh.
I am. Can't have very much, of course. Hating, not liking the state of Israel definitely means you have a deep-seated hatred for the Jewish people, of course.
So what are Kamala's policies? Have you seen any of her
I've seen
policies?
some of her policies. I've seen.
They're not on her website, are they?
I think there were a couple on her website.
Oh, yeah?
I've taken a little time to read some of her policies.
Okay.
I know one of her policies, to my understanding, now I skimmed this, but to my understanding, she wanted to give homeowners or new homeowners $25,000. Now, that sounds like a nice idea, right? But the problem is what you're doing is you're like an inflated housing market there. What I think you should be doing is you should be putting regulations on what banks can do and what they can charge you for a mortgage. But she's probably not going to do that because the banks are also paying for her crap. So
Yeah, those are her campaign donors.
So she just pumps more money in. She makes people happy who just see the $25,000, but they don't understand that in terms of real purchasing power parity, the difference is going to be minimal. So you're going to be spending the same price essentially. It's just your money's going to be worth less. Right?
Well, don't you think part of the problem too is places like BlackRock and Blackstone buying up every house in neighborhoods? I know they've been trying to get my house and they're not going to get it. But once they have a whole area bought up, that's when they start raising rents.
Yeah, BlackRock does this all the time. There's tons of big corporations.
That ought to be illegal.
Yeah, that ought to be. I agree. The state,
that and China, other countries buying our land. And Bill Gates buying our land.
Yeah, exactly. And the government lets this happen because these people pay for their. I mean, here's the thing: 50% of the campaign funding. If you look at it, this is public domain information. You can look this up on your free time, right? 50% of it comes from either single donations over a certain. I think it's over like $5,000. Which who's making $5,000 donations? Let's be honest. Very wealthy people. Or it's coming from PACs or super PACs, which is private interest groups basically funding politicians. So 50% of all campaign funding essentially comes from probably the upper one, at the very least upper 5%.
That's why the people need to form their own fund.
Yeah, that's why they have to form their own
If
fund.
360 million people put in $5, we can buy 40 House of Reps, and we can get 6 senators, and we can start making change.
There needs to be a movement that starts to organize people based on these grounds, and that's what.
And money, because now we know that's the only thing that moves everything.
This American democracy, money is what moves it, right?
And we got to get money to end Citizens United.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be a massive thing. How do we actually go about ending this? Now, I don't have the answer to this question. There are people a whole lot more intelligent than I who have been, thinking about this question for, over a decade now, really, right? So, there's going to be a lot of interesting things that come up. But I hope that we can solve these problems.
All right, and your name was?
My name is Luca.
Luca, thank you so much for telling us exactly how you feel and what you're going to do.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. And how about you? You want to say something about that?
Yeah, America first is Israel and capitalism last.
That's great.
All right, you too.